Well, unless kanji, but then... Was it enough to break your will? Bitch, if you'd gotten back to my turn, I could've, like, two-shot at him. I will prolong all my suffering. Just to piss you off.
I'm resisting the urge to complain about the fact that all the mini-bosses are still just palette swaps. Dang, I just did it!
Well, it's kind of a palette swap, but it's actually got its own design to it, so...
I mean, it's nice
that they
put that...
you can only really complain palette swap if they're, like, you know, just one's green and one's blue. That's it.
I mean, I suppose
but if they actually
did...
differentiate the style of the enemy, you can't really complain that much anymore.
Yeah, watch me.
I'm watching you, go ahead.
Stop looking at me!
Oh, what crap. See, yeah, those guys are palette swaps.
See, like, regular enemies I don't mind, but...
You guys didn't really get to see this during the last dungeon, but these things are kind of creepy.
No problem.
Mistress Pot. They are... oh. They reflect physical light and dark. They're weak to everything else.
It's just... they're kind of creepy.
Just
like,
a little.
They're kind of like that slime girl thing, but they're taken to the point that it's not sexy anymore. Don't judge me! And the other one is the Grand Magus.
Grand Magus, resist physical, resist fire, weak to ice, resist electric, weak to wind, neutral to light, weak to dark. They're just funky all around.
I heard ice, I'm pretty good with that.
Yeah, they're weak to ice. I mean, really though, even if they change the design a little bit...
hold on.
You hit the end. Leave this to me.
Oh, hey, go ahead. I was just gonna go through that whole thing.
Wow, not so cool.
She shot me! A bunch! Now that's a little disturbing. What were they on light and dark? I think you said the
Weak to
pot
dark.
couldn't do it.
Yeah, the pot's weak to dark.
The pot's weak to dark?
Pretty sure. The pot is... oh, no, wait. The pot is weak to everything but light and dark.
Oh, okay. And the Magus is related.
The Magus is weak to dark.
So,
All yours.
Almighty. Then we just wait till it gets to Teddy and just hit them all with ice so they don't die here.
Oh, wait, they all reflect Almighty.
Oh god, no! Rawr.
I don't know, considering it's not really treated as a main stat, I think I would have liked it if Almighty worked a little more standardly to everyone.
I mean, it's kind of like Bahamut's Mega Flare. It looks like fire, but it's technically non-elemental.
I mean, I just kind of feel that the whole idea is being almighty. It's supposed to be outside the bounds of what you can deal with, and yet you still get dudes that, like, resist it and the like. I think I just would have liked it if they were going to, like, make enemies that... I just think I would have liked it if they were going to make enemies that treated it differently, if they, like, just gave it its own stat.
Oh my god, he completely resists Almighty. Who is it? It's Charles Darwin. That was a cheap shot by me, but honestly, that's... I don't know, that... well, it's either that or Robert Dawkins, and I actually kind of respect Charles Darwin.
Yeah, and the funny thing about a lot of that is...
Yarg.
All these scientific things...
Of course, we're gonna do this in the last dungeon. I remember him being weak to dark. The,
Silent
Phantom.
Nyogoro.
The Phantom Hero and the Silent...
Silent Nyogo is neutral to everything. Phantom Hero is weak to dark.
Okay.
Reflects light. Also weak to fire. But the funny thing about science, though, is it doesn't set out to be the opposite to religion.
Kind of ruined that whole thing. It's like we killed the Phantom Hero, but I wanted to kill him with this.
All yours.
Bang. Here. Well, thanks, now. Just kind of completely ruined that.
Yeah, but science doesn't set itself out to be the opposite of religion. Its goal isn't to disprove religion. All science does is it looks at its surroundings and comes to conclusions based on that.
Based via the scientific method.
Yeah, that's all science is. They're not people running around going, well, clearly all religions are false, and I'm going to try to prove that.
I think, to be honest, biology is usually the sore spot for everyone.
And even something with, like...
Pitch pipes.
I
think it's usually the evolutionary stuff that usually grinds on people's gears.
But even something like Darwin,
You want to know what the funny thing was? Darwin was actually going to study to be a priest before he went on his... went to the Galapagos Islands. The only reason he lost his faith was because his daughter ended up dying while he was there, so... You know, it's kind of hard on anybody.
And even then, it's not like he's coming up with this theory, like the whole evolutionary thing.
No, if you want to see that, go read Chick Tracts. Don't go read them. You will wish for the death of everyone in the universe. You will wish for the heat death of the universe if you read those things. Just to snuff out human stupidity.
It's not that he's, like, sitting there going, well, I'm going to try to disprove this whole creationism thing. It's that... In fact, I think someone else came up with the idea for the theory first, and Darwin's just published the book on it.
Actually, it was... Somebody did that, and then Darwin actually had an assistant that never got any credit in for the whole thing. Anyway, back to our point that's going to totally polarize the comment section.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I never viewed it as anything bad. I think, at worst, it's just everybody's just bitching about it for no reason. You gotta kind of understand it. These are deep-rooted beliefs that you're kind of going at all of a sudden. You really expect somebody to kind of go like, oh yeah, I believe that right off the bat because you told me in such a nice way. It's like trying to dig up a tree from its roots. Try that. That's the exact same thing.
You can cut the tree out, but those roots are not going anywhere. Unless you want to, like, dig up a... That's a lot of trouble.
See right there. Adachi represented despair. Namitami represented despair, Adachi represented emptiness, and we represent hope. We're the three pieces of a game here. I think it's that, because... Well, I might be mixing up Namitami and Adachi.
I think Soji was emptiness.
Staircase right there. Well, that shit. I'm gonna be honest, this music kind of reminds me of Minecraft's idea of music.
Mostly just nice little mood music, not like music per se.
Uzumi Road. That's probably a nice one.
Yeah, it's like, the biggest thing I try to do when it comes to, like...
Ooh, actually, that's pretty good so far.
The biggest thing I try to do when it comes to, like, science and religion and the like, though, is... I try to unpolarize things. Like, I just want people to all understand that this guy you're arguing with, he's not out to try to prove you wrong and to hate you. He's got his own little motives and sets.
Yeah, he's got his own belief, he's got his own faith, he's got his own morals and values and everything.
Yeah, it's like religious people, they will believe their religion, and there's nothing wrong with that. Go for it.
Look at this robe. Plus 100 HP, and look how much it buffs up defense and evasion. Also, it's the Uzumi robe, which is, I think one of the gods that actually tried to help it's like she apparently disrobed herself and did a dance to try to get Amaterasu out of the cave.
I think I remember something like that.
I don't know why she had to disrobe to do that, but I don't know. I ain't judging the gods there.
But yeah, like,
That's their own personal business.
But yeah, like, with religion and, like, it's... Science isn't stepping up and going, no, you're wrong, and we're attacking you.
You know, I think the perfect thing everybody needs to watch to get that shit out of their mind, the whole creationism versus evolution, they need to watch that one episode of Futurama, that one where that line comes from, where the professor goes like, I don't want to live on this planet anymore. They need to watch that episode, and there, boom, Futurama just actually did every debate in a good way.
Be careful. There's an enemy immune to light.
Gorgeous Cupid.
No problem.
Gracious
He'll be
Cupid.
over in a
Shut up.
flash.
Gracious Cupid, neutral everything.
Oh, that's actually strong, the physical.
And this isn't to say that there aren't stupid people out there.
There are always stupid people. I mean, look who I work with, and look who he works with.
I mean, there are of course stupid people on both sides of the floor here. There are stupid science people who will aggressively attack religion, but that doesn't mean science as a whole hates religion. Just like there are stupid people in religion that will aggressively attack
Shield
science.
bash.
But that doesn't mean that religion as a whole is saying, no, we hate all science. Brr.
I'm fairly certain, some actually religious figures actually went and saw some of, what's his name? Copernicus? I think it was Copernicus, the guy who did the Earth revolves around the sun. It's the Polish guy. I think it's Copernicus. They actually went to go see some of his lectures, so...
I mean, if memory serves, even the whole idea of... It's like religion has actually worked with science before. Like, even the whole idea of the Big Bang was interpreted as being something that God did to create the universe. And the whole 7 days thing may not have been a literal 7 days, but 7 of God's days after the Big Bang, before the Earth was formed and everything was set up.
I'm gonna go down this way.
So there's a lot of really reasonable people out there, and I really just want to say that, like, there are reasonable people out there that work well on both sides, and they want to work together and agree and be civilized.
Actually, get a gas mask in here.
And yet, I just mostly don't want to people think that just because there are stupid people out there about this kind of thing, that they represent the whole.
It's the vocal minority thing. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, every time you go and somebody bitches about something, you're like, oh, you know those people, they're always bitching, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody says, you people, and then you get into something about racism and... You know, we've already talked about religion and science on here. Let's talk about politics and maybe throw in the furry fandom just to fuck over the whole thing.
Alright, let's see who else we can tick
Let's
off.
see, I think Romney's a douchebag and Obama's not exactly the best either.
Nobody's perfect. That's how the world works.
Come at me, bro.
Moon Okina.
Well, it's resistant to ice, I can tell you that much.
Resists physical, reflects ice, weak to electric.
All these guys were... Why are all these things weak to electric all of a sudden?
Yeah, it's nobody's...
Oh, I kind of get it.
Mm.
They're all weak to electric. Izanagi's main ability was electricity.
Ah, yeah. The whole Izanagi thing.
4 enemies down.
They went down like
Just
bitches.
say the word, and it's go time. On and ready.
Let's make fun of gay people. And, let's make fun of the LGBT community.
Well, you know, one thing I do want to mention, actually more relating to the game.
No, it better not be pretty white-haired boy staff.
One thing that I do want to mention, though, more relating to the game, is the whole, going to the whole Izanagi thing reminded me of Izanagi, and in that, we were actually given Izanagi by Izanami.
Yeah.
We actually woke to Izanagi
Holy crap.
without having to face our own shadow or anything. And as such, kind of our whole thing.
Uh-oh, that one's immune to darkness.
Okay,
Juton of Grief. Juton and Next Gene.
Joton of Grief resists physical, weak to wind, weak to light, nulls dark.
Okay. And Next Gene.
Next gene is weak to physical, absorbs fire, ice, electric, and wind.
So, no elements, physical.
Yeah.
And these guys are... What do they do to physical?
Joton of Grief, they resist physical.
Okay. But they're weak to wind, right?
And light.
And light, alright. Oh.
But since we've never actually faced our own shadow, you could almost say that we don't have our own persona like everyone else here does. We only have personas through the use of this tool card that lets us change out personas.
Good job.
We don't actually have our own.
That was awesome!
I'm ready to go. Just say the word.
I want to see that again.
Well, you're gonna have to watch the video.
It's a rewind time. That was the bang, 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 kick. That was her impression of Mega Man Volt. Volnit. Might as well get the chest while we're here.
So that's all I got, though.
And watch the comments explode.
I'm gonna say now, don't be stupid in the comments. Just don't.
Eternal Eagle.
No problem. It'll be over in a flash.
The Eternal Eagle is resist physical, weak to ice.
So it's the opposite of Pet Shop.
Senpai, your defense has been lowered.
Don't be stupid in the comments, though. The whole idea of this is to stop everybody being stupid. If you get stupid in the comments, depending on the level of stupid, will determine how I react to that.
I really don't have anyone with Mabu.
5 of them. You're outnumbered.
I need to work on that.
Enemy down. Nice
Keep it
work,
up, Sensei!
Enemy down. Nice
Go to
work,
town,
Senpai.
Senpai!
Can you just keep doing this?
Yeah, we
all
can
of
keep
them.
doing this for like all of them, unless somebody interrupts.
Yo,
There we
yo,
go.
let me at him!
Yo, let me at him!
You ready for this? 4 more to go!
It got back up. Defeat it fast. Now, Tokun, your defense is down.
Did they do
Shoot
any...
it.
Wait, what is this thing weak against? Oh, yeah, we didn't have that.
problem.
Gracious Cupid is null everything. Or neutral everything.
Do the eagles do anything to light and dark, or
Weak to ice.
Eternal Eagle, neutral.
neutral everything? Yeah, might as well give it a shot.
Persona.
Get it? Give it a shot. She's got a gun. Ribbit.
3 enemies
Well.
defeated. You did it now, Tokun.
I'm gonna get that one. Unless you want the other one. Do you
Eh.
want... Let's go for that one. As long as they don't give us the slot machine thing. Oh, thank God, I wasn't even paying attention.
I don't even know the rest.
Oh, thank God, I didn't even know the rest. I almost want to do that, but I can't because I actually do know the rest.
I keep reading that as Am I Right, Soda.
Am I right? It's like pronounced Amaretta. Oh, I didn't even see it.
Don't mind me.
Smart bomb.
We're just gonna sneak out this
If
little
it's so
thing from
smart,
under
how
you.
come it has to explode?
It's like one of those bombs in Dark Star.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That was a smart bomb. Perhaps too smart.
Ba-da-da. This should be the next one. Yep. When's the next mini boss anyway?
This floor.
6th floor?
Yep.
Cool. Thank God, I still can't believe this is our last dungeon. Why do you oppose me?
I don't know, because you want to potentially kill everyone?
You want to turn everyone into Tang? I mean, I've seen that show and it ends terribly. It did end terribly. I don't know how the movie did, but the show went... Well, that's because mankind is stupid. Smart yet stupid. It's a weird balance.
Well, see, the thing is, we may crave for that kind of thing in some way, but do not mix up us wanting that with us being stupid. It's, again, it goes back to the whole, like, humanity wants to make itself extinct thing, and...
No, we don't.
Yeah, no, we don't want to make ourselves extinct. We're just really stupid. Please don't confuse the two. Yeah, we most certainly do not want to go extinct. We just can't function around people.
Actually, I think it's more or less the fact that we go the lazy route a lot of times. Oh, mini-boss. Do I need anything special for this one, or...?
For this one, you want... a persona that is immune to fire and light.
Oh, I know Yoshitsune.
It does say...
Oh, he's strong to fire, so... Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it does say bring Yoshitsune.
Well, mostly because, I mean, look how awesome he is. I think all the grinding I have to do is just so he can get that last skill. Because it is the best.